And our first testifier this morning will be Tamara Paltin. Tamara will be followed by Henry Arioshi.
The Save Honolua Coalition was formed as a result of the general plan process. In January of 2007, a much different version of Maui Land and Pineapple submitted conceptual plans for a golf course, 40 home sites, and a surf park cultural area at Honolua. Much has changed since then, but our mission remains the same. Maintain open space, public access, and revitalize the health of the Honolua Ahupua'a, utilizing Native Hawaiian practices and values. Our community remains vigilant and committed to Honolua. The all-volunteer board and supporters of the Save Honolua Coalition have been working diligently since 2007 to show our concern. We have formed a 501c nonprofit, collected over 16,000 petition signatures. We have worked to fund porta potty services for over 3 years, although we do not own the land and do not run a commercial business that makes a profit off of Honolua. We have helped to organize testimony and input on a wide range of issues, including the Honolua Bridge, day-use mooring buoys, and water quality. Our West Maui community has seen Maui Land and Pineapple Company go from a family plantation business belonging to the Camerons to a publicly traded real estate corporation with a lot of debt. We have survived mass layoffs. We have witnessed the Kapalua Bay Hotel torn down, shut down, and in its place a towering luxury condominium put up. The residences at Kapalua now stands empty, and less than 5 years later has gone out of business. Shut down for lack of profit, jobs lost, small local landscape characteristic gone forever. I beg you, do not allow this to happen at Honolua. If the Maui County General Plan is a comprehensive blueprint for the physical, economic, environmental development, and cultural identity of the county, then Lipoa Point must be left in preservation as indicated by professional planners. And the undeveloped 220 plus acres Mauka of Lipoa Point must be included in that designation as supported by the community. To leave Lipoa Point in agriculture when there is no agriculture going on, nor is there any plan, defies logic. The corporation asked the council to consider Lipoa Point as collateral for its 1,600 pensioners. We asked the council to consider everyone, Nakekioka Aina visitors, residents, and future generations. What will happen to Lipoa Point if the corporation fails on its loan? Why have negotiations stalled? It is not because the community is not committed. A May 3, 2007 article entitled The Battle of Honolua Ridge by Maui Times' Anthony Pignataro states, "We don't usually associate mud-clogged drainage inlets, potentially unsafe drainage basins, and poorly graded roads with new Kapalua Resort development. But a new Owners Association report concerning Honolua Ridge is saying exactly that." In February 2007, the Plantation Estate Lot Owners Association wrote to MLNP about the ill-designed drainage system at Honolua Ridge. Upzoning this development from agricultural to rural would set a bad precedent, especially since their track record shows that the infrastructure at the time of development in this environmentally sensitive area did not meet their own lot owner association standards. Allowing a change to rural designation would increase the number of empty mansions to be built. Currently, there are 50. It also would not require any environmental impact statement Mauka of our state marine life conservation district. Please keep the zoning agriculture and hold the owners accountable to the agriculture requirements that were in place when they created this subdivision. He ali'i aina he kaua ke kanaka. The land is our chief and we are its servants. Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. The life of the land is perpetuated in balance. It is up to you as our leaders to keep the balance between development and natural beauty so that Maui doesn't lose the magic that makes it so special.
Thank you very much, Tamara. Members, any questions for the testifier? Ms. Cochran.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning, Tamara. Thank you for being here. Tamara, you mentioned about the petition and somewhere around 16,000 signatures on it. What does that petition state?
The petition states, we the undersigned believe the following. All undeveloped land at and around Lipoa Point, which is adjacent to Honolua Bay in West Maui, holds great cultural, environmental, archaeological, and recreational significance, and should be preserved in perpetuity. The Maui County Council should use county, state, federal, and private funds to acquire this land by negotiation or, if necessary, by eminent domain. 3. No developer should be allowed to use the general plan update process to evade environmental laws or other requirements normally imposed on land use applicants at Lipoa Point or elsewhere. We respectfully ask for members of the Maui County Council and other government officials to consider our beliefs when making decisions. That is 16,000 people asking you folks, the Maui County Council, to help us to save Honolua.
Anything else? Yeah, you also mentioned, so part of that petition and vision, I guess, of these signatures, also is speaking about 220 acres Mauka. And what's the reason for the Mauka portion?
Basically the Ahupua'a system of land management, which is the only sustainable and successful island stewardship model in Hawaiian history, is based on the Mauka to Makai relationship. In an Ahupua'a, it is all interconnected. The Makai will not be healthy if the Mauka is not healthy, and vice versa. So to us, it doesn't make sense if you have the top of the mountain protected in the Pu'ukukui Watershed Preserve, you have the Bay Area protected in a state-designated Marine Life Conservation District, and then you let development happen right in the middle. Why bother protecting any of it if you're not going to protect all of it? Let people fish there if that's the case, you know, because the fish are going to die because of irresponsible stewardship.
Thank you, Tamara. And lastly, Chair, if you don't mind, where's the negotiations going?
It's been kind of stalled from what I understand, that nobody really wants to touch it, I guess, until after August 2nd when you folks make a decision. The community has always been for it. We try to convince, the negotiations have to occur between the mayor and the landowner. We learned that under Tavares administration, where we tried to get involved in the negotiations. We came out with a deal and then the mayor just didn't do anything. Not Arakawa, Tavares. But so from what I understand, Mayor Arakawa is very willing and ready, and now it takes two people to come to the table. So the landowner needs to, or they need to sit down together and make something happen.
Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, any further questions from Ms. Paltin? Seeing none, thank you very much, Tamara.
Thank you.
Next testifier is Henry Ariyoshi, and